Our next guest is also one of Atlanta magazine ArtsATL's Artists to Watch. And she is not only a world-renowned concert pianist, but she's also the artistic director of the Georgian Chamber Players, and she teaches music at Kennesaw State University. And I wish, Julie Coucheron, that we had a grand piano here for you in the middle of this concrete pad for you to play, but instead, we're just gonna chat. So come on up, Julie Coucheron, everybody. Woo! Doing what you do change during COVID, and are you going to take some of what you learned and adapted and figured out how to do with you? And what's your hope for classical music?
Thank you so much for having me here. It's really amazing to come from Norway, such a small place, and then come to a big city like Atlanta and then be a part of ArtsATL, which is amazing. So thank you for having me here. What changed? I mean, pretty much everything, right? We didn't have an audience, we had nothing to practice for anymore, and we were just kind of sitting at home. And I think, you know how some people say that you don't know what you have until you don't have it anymore? That's a little bit of how I felt, actually. And all of a sudden, I had nothing to practice for. And so I was actually very depressed and sad. And I realized that instead of sitting at home being depressed and sad, I should do something about this. And so we started this online concert series at First Presbyterian Church in Atlanta. And it was one of the first actually online performances that were happening, and they started in June, and they were hugely popular, and we ended up doing 5 or 6 of these. And so online performances really grew over the pandemic. We kind of didn't have a choice. We had to do something, right? And so online was the way to go. And now I feel like having an audience back, it feels incredible. Like it's nothing like having a live audience with you. It's one thing doing online, which is great when you don't have a choice, but to have that energy and electricity from an actual audience is very different. So I just hope that that continues and that we get as many audiences as possible, and that ArtsATL is doing such a great job at promoting and talking about arts in Atlanta, and that is something that I hope continues, and I'm sure it will.
Julie, is there anything on your Atlanta calendar coming up?
Yes, what is coming up for me? So next week, actually, so Friday the 29th of October, I'm doing a concert called Battle of the Keys. And we're not actually battling, but it's with me and with Jens Korndorfer, who's an organist, and he wanted to put on a concert with organ and piano. And it's at First Presbyterian Church in Atlanta, where we started our online concerts, actually. But this is in person, and he's actually arranged the Emperor, so Beethoven's Emperor Concerto, it's Concerto number 5, for piano and organ. So he's playing the orchestra part on the organ, and we also have a commissioned piece by David Briggs on the same concert. So I'm really excited about that. So if you have a chance, please come out. It's live and in person, so hopefully you can make it to that.